Greetings, Earthlings! Today we're going to take a look at this Tandy color computer 2 that I got off of eBay. And it was sold as untested. It said, you know, maybe if you're lucky it'll work. Of course, for me, if I'm lucky it doesn't work and then I get to fix it. So let's take a look here. This is, this particular one. There we go. You can see that. I'll raise it up. Okay. Is a model 3127B, Korean made. Product of Korea right there, yeah. Which I guess makes it one of the later models, 64K. We can see down here that it's never been opened. The seal is intact, and that's good news because that means that any problems with it are not human caused, you know, by somebody going in and messing it up somehow. I have this old Samsung TV, which I can use as a monitor. This has a built-in VCR. Look at that. And I've had this forever. Bought it new many years ago. So what we need, this only puts out RF video, so it'll put it generate channel 3 or 4 signals. I have it set to channel 4. There's no composite video output though. Though there are modifications out there for that. The output is on, however, an RCA jack, so I've made up a cable that goes RCA to F connector, which is the antenna input on this thing. We'll plug that in there. Power up and see what happens. Plugging it in. Well, that was the TV in. Okay. So turning the TV on. Now you may wonder why I have this set on channel 4 when everybody uses channel 3, right? For some reason, this TV does not want, there it says channel 2, and there it says channel 4. For some reason, this TV does not want to hush! For some reason, this TV does not want to tune to channel 3, and I don't know if there's a setting. I have the remote here. Maybe there's a menu setting which can disable certain channels. I don't know. But anyway, I've got it on 4. So, and obviously the sound is there as well. If I turn it on, where's the power switch? Over here somewhere. Okay. Is that all it does? So this is a problem. Because it should come up into basic. This has extended basic built into it. The fact that we're getting a screen here, output a green, blank green screen, means that a lot of things are working. That's interesting. Oh, and there's a clunk, which is something related to the cassette interface, I believe. But again, that's a good indication that the CPU is working properly. The video output is working properly. Most likely, situation here is that it has bad RAM. So I guess it's time to open it up, eh? Okay, so there are 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, and 4 is under there. Takes a Phillips screwdriver. And there's that. I could punch a hole in that, or I could try and peel it back. I doubt I can peel it back. I'll just punch a hole. That's the standard procedure. The warranty is now void. Oh, darn, I should have taken it to my local Radio Shack and had it fixed under warranty. Of course, I don't think there is a local Radio Shack anymore. since they went bankrupt. 1, 2, 3. Okay, there should be one more screw. Oh, I see. The rear ones are red and the front ones are green. Okay. One out of there. Wow. Did I? No, I did not undo the wrong screws. Well, I don't know. It looks like I have to do these screws as well. I stand corrected. There were 6 screws. Okay. Standing it up here. All right. So here's the RAM here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's the 8th one? I guess that's the 8th one there. And these would be, they have funny Tandy part numbers on them, but these are 4164s. Alternatively, it can take 4464s, and it only needs 2 of those. Those would go there. We're going to look at those RAM chips, and with the oscilloscope maybe, and see. Usually a bad one is pretty obvious. Okay, so here we are, opened up, and with the CRT, the television magically replaced with an oscilloscope. I've got this clip on here, and really that's just to pick up ground off of another chip. Okay. And then again, these are the RAM chips, and I will probe. Pin 14 is the data out on those RAM chips. So if I power it on and run through, oops, pin 14, I mean, that looks okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just looking right now for at the voltage levels, you know, to see if it looks like it's sort of basically square, and that I'm getting output. First of all, it's not stuck, and secondly, that it looks like it's giving some kind of pulses. Why don't I do single? Okay. So far, so good. Whoops. And on that note, okay, wait a minute. Go back to that one. Yes, okay, we're fine. All right, that one's a problem. You see these spikes here in the middle. That's not that's indicating some sort of problem. Plus it's kind of rounded off here. Yeah, it just doesn't look right. Okay, so I'm going to say that chip is bad. That is IC 14, and that one looks fine. Okay, so it looks like maybe there's one bad RAM chip. I mean, yeah, that's definitely bad. Is there anything externally that could be causing that? I doubt it. Okay, I misspoke earlier, which is another way of saying I lied when I said it didn't seem like there was any other possibility than bad RAM chips. It turns out that the RAM data bits are not connected directly to the processor, but they go through this chip. Okay, there's a buffer built into there. So it's possible that that buffer is the problem and not the RAM chips. So to test it, since I don't have replacement RAM chips at the moment, what I did is I put sockets. I pulled these two chips out, put sockets in there. I didn't bother to do the rest of them because they're all good and it's just not worth the effort and too risky that I might damage something. And I've swapped the chips. So if the problem moves with the chip, then we have a very strong indication that the chip is bad. If the problem stays with IC14 here, then that points the finger at this guy. This guy being an XC8052P, what? 80652P. It's a 6847 T1 or something like that. Probably very hard to track down if that turns out to be the problem. And so it might end up, well, I don't know. It might end up with a little daughter board on here or something to replace that chip. But again, with the chips swapped, let's see where the problem is. And I'm assuming it's going to be okay without the keyboard, just for checking the... I could plug it in. Just for checking the RAM chips, because it'll still be trying to run code. Presumably trying to access RAM, I assume. Okay, so I'm going to power on. And I was on pin 2 over here. No. Pin 14. Turns out 2 and 14 are connected together. Oh no. That's IC14. And this is the other one. Okay. So that's with the RAM chips swapped. So that's saying that more than likely the problem is over here and not with the RAM. Something I didn't want to see. All right, this is just getting curiouser and curiouser. I don't have the schematics for this. This is a 202-61058 board. So I've been sort of tracing things out. What I found on that bit that was giving weird signals on the oscilloscope, and only on that bit, is there's a pull-up resistor on the it's the output, it's the input, it's the it goes from this chip, what is it, DD0 or whatever, to the data in and data out on this chip. There's a 10K pull-up resistor. I've lifted a leg, and as you will see, it is now quite a bit more normal. The signal we see there. So now it's looking like there's nothing wrong with the RAM at all. There's a lot of spikes, and actually if I look at plus 5 volts, it looks a little trashy. Let me see. This is probably plus 5 right here. Let's go down. Yeah, you can see that is pretty trashy. And so, see, 1 volt per division. There's ground there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it could be the capacitors need to be replaced. I don't know. I have no idea if that's... I have no idea where the problem is now. I was suspecting the RAM, and now it looks like maybe it's not the RAM. I was suspecting this chip, and it looks like, well, maybe it's not that chip. I don't know. I can't really tell. I'm not sure what the next step is. It might be to get out the logic analyzer.